Hello friends, this is Tikendra Verma, a software engineer and a nutrition therapist from Mumbai, and this is mostly for my most of the engineer friends as well. So yesterday we all have seen that the Microsoft services were down, and it has seen the globally impact on most of the services like banking and corporate, the flights and hospital sector and tourism sector, right? So this is the news from Dainik Bhaskar that one update and the world went to hang. So I just wanted to explain you here that how it is possible that one update can make the systems hang. Is it possible? Like being a software engineer or any other engineer, we all have processes, right, to how to do an update. So just wanted your focus here that how an update works. Like as an explanation they have told, I mean billions of dollars are lost yesterday, and the globally people were worried about their flights or their other services, and corporates are not able to do their job properly, and definitely there is a millions of dollars are lost. So people got this problem. So we need to think the expression that they said one update. So how an update happens in the software industry? I am a software engineer since 17 years. I know that how an update works. So we have a word called load balancing. Okay, so we have multiple nodes, multiple servers, multiple copies of a software, and they are installed in multiple nodes. Okay, and the updates whenever they happens, it happens in one by one in a different clusters it happens, and also they follow a process to test it, and after that it goes to the public, it goes live. And if you remember, the day was yesterday, means Friday. So how come on a Friday this can happen? Because all the releases are planned over the weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, mostly Sunday, right? So that very less user impact can happen. So how come it happen on Friday? That is the first question, right? And the other thing is about the updates. The updates, always the update goes like the complete validation process, like multiple clusters will be there, and sequentially they will deploy in one cluster and then validate it, and after validation only it goes to the public, right? We have a load balancing and the main domain, and that way it goes. So it is not possible like this kind of things happen. So as I have told you 3 years ago, that World Economic Forum CEO the Clark Schwab talked about that pandemic which went just now, right? This pandemic with that fever and cold cup disease. Now they 3 years ago they told, that is there in their website as well. I will show you that this pandemic can happen in this cyber world as well, through a cyber attack, right? So is it like that only? So 3 years ago he said, and now it happened like that. It is the biggest IT crisis told ever. The yesterday's crisis is the biggest IT crisis told ever, right? So how it can happen? So that person has told 3 years ago. Is it happening right now? Was it a plan? That is why I wanted to let you know to think in that direction. That was it planned? I mean, again, it will be not a pandemic, then it will be a pandemic. That is what we wanted to tell you, that the software industry or a company like Microsoft or any big giant, they or anybody can pass an update with a very validation only. Without that, it cannot happen. And not if anything goes down or anything goes wrong, it can happen in only one cluster. Nobody can pass an update like that only. And and even in the weekdays, it doesn't happen like that. So that video can go through, and you need to understand how it is related to me. You might be thinking that how it is related to me. Why I should worry about, right? You might be thinking like that. But we need to think that if all of these are impacted, anyways, humanity is impacted, right? That is what everybody has experienced, that you might be saying I am not impacted, so I am good. But the problem is, in future, if anything goes very bad and everything goes down, what will happen to you? The way you will be impacted is, you have got your bank account with them over the internet, and you have your money with them. The money is not with you. If everything goes down, you will not be able to work, then you will not be able to pay in the UPI, right? That is what you need to think. That is what main point I wanted to bring you to, that you will not be able to do the payment, okay, and everything will be demolished. Like, I mean, the complete this system will go down. You need to understand that if this thing can happen to Microsoft, it can happen to Google as well, or only Facebook as well. Anyway, I mean, even you might have already seen this someday, few weeks ago, this Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, and this WhatsApp, they all went down for a couple of hours. So these things are happening. So we need to avoid the dependency from the internet and the electricity. That is what I wanted to make a note, because they can go down, their system, their machines, okay. And so to avoid the dependency, you must have your money with you. That is the main thing. If you have large amount of money, then better to invest in buying a land. If you buy a land, it will be safe, right? Nobody can snatch the land from you. It will be there. No pandemic or nothing, no cyber pandemic can do anything. So you can buy the land, you can have your cash, you can buy ornaments or anything and keep with you, right? Those are the solutions. That if you have your money in the bank, that is the main. And also one more news I wanted to tell you. 18th May, Google accidentally deleted $125 billion pension fund in Australia. That is the news. Let me show you here. So what is it? So accidentally they deleted, and for 1 week all the pensioners were in distress. They were not able to access their account, or whatever they were doing, they were not able to do it. So that way things happen, and many instances you are hearing here and there that this someone looted the money, someone did bank fraud. Every time you are seeing this. That means if these are happening, then it can happen with you as well. And one by one it is happening. It can happen one by one as well, or at this one go like this down as well. Anything can happen. So only thing who will be in the risk, that that person will be like who has put their money to their hands. If you have given your thing to in somebody else's hands, then that is the risk. If your things in your hand, then there is no risk. That is what I wanted to put here, that we need to think about internet. It is new thing, just 30-40 years or even 20-30 years this internet has come to every people's hand, and now it is at risk. Just 30 years, right? Previously our grandfathers and all, they had their money in their hand only. All the grains, all the gold, silver, that were in their hand only. So they don't have to worry. They were protecting their in their home itself. Okay. So, but now the globally people are affected. So this kind of crisis can happen again. This was an indication. Yesterday's event was an indication that this can happen again, and to even larger number of people. So this is about internet. Okay, internet crisis. Second thing is which we need to try to be safer, to keep less amount in the banks, and most of the amount with us in the form of land, gold, silver, any other form, hard form, real form, right? This is digital, this is not real. Digital world is not real. Okay. So the other thing is electricity. Electricity also just came 20-30 years ago in a bigger use to the man, and now we are dependent. So think if this electricity is also connected to the internet, the power grids, they are connected to the internet, it can happen like that. Their system also can get hacked. They said, right, the cyber pandemic. So their system can also get hacked, and something goes down, the electricity can go down. Then what will happen? How you will survive? You will say, I'm good, I don't have any worry, I will survive. So it's not like that. In the cities, right, you will not be able to get water even without the electricity, because the submersible pump, they will work only with the electricity. You will not get water. That is the one thing. And all the payment system, UPI payments, all, you will not be able to do it if electricity is gone. Everything will halt. So we are at this risk. Even I am, but I am working on these things since many months, because I know this since last 3 years. I have seen that video which I have shown it to you. This last 3 years, and then even more. There are many things to talk, but this is about the digital pandemic they are talking about. Why they are talking about pandemic? Why they are scaring people? And how someone can imagine? See, we are also people. How we are not able to imagine this kind of thing. How they are making a statement and putting a video on the website that COVID, this pandemic kind of thing can happen in a cyber pandemic, can happen like that. How? So it is not like their assumptions, but it is like action, right? So these points just please consider and think over it, and be safe, and try to be independent of the internet and electricity as much as you can. Mostly villages are independent, and we need to think how we can store things, and we should store our food, at least enough food, right? Water availability, that we need to think, and also cash you should have every time with you, abundance of cash, right, at least. And if it is larger amount, then you should convert it to a land, buying land or something, and also I prefer a piece of land, not the flat and all, but better it will be a piece of land where you can do farming in case of any crisis, right? So this is a new electricity and internet era we are living it, but that is very fragile. That is I wanted to tell you, and this is happening this last 30 years. Before that, we were not dependent on the electricity and internet. We were independent. We had our grains, we had our gold, silver, we had our animals, everything we had, water, food, everything. So just think over that. If you want to discuss anything, you can put a comment below, and the YouTube link. I will try to explain you more things, but at least just I wanted to start that with this thing, how vulnerable these things are, the world we are living in, and we need to think to be independent of everything, okay, for our roti kapda makan. Okay, thanks all, thanks a lot. Jai Bharat, Jai Chhattisgarh. Thank you.